My name is Patrycja Slawuta. I am a researcher, psychologist, and entrepreneur that's based in New York City. My original research goes all the way to the spectrum of genocide. I studied genocide, the psychology of genocide, genocidal propaganda, the aftermath of genocide, ethnic conflict, human hatred, humiliation. I pretty much studied most of the dark side of the human nature. I was at TechCrunch a couple days before Brexit, and I was at a dinner. And I literally polled everybody because I had no clue, and I said, do you think Brexit is going to happen? And those were senior, very accomplished British men and women, and they say, absolutely not. So out of my poll, biased, clearly extremely biased poll, nobody would be for Brexit, and they were just, they thought I was cookie asking them. And 2 days later, the Brexit happened. And so it's fascinating how also detached we are from our own people. There's one of the indexes that talks about culture in the world, and one of this is distance from power. And so the idea of distance from power of this index is that how much do you feel you're away from people who are making decisions, and whether your actions can influence those decision makers. And it's been growing over years. Those are the elites that we can't really talk to. What happens when there's somebody actually saying, I'm going to change the status quo, and I'm going to be the, what is it called, the rhino in a porcelain kind of shop, in China shop. We already see it. We see people who are saying, technology is great and that's all good. Let's focus on the positive. Let's focus on, let's be grateful for what we have. And then you have people, in fact, half of America right now, as we're looking at the polls, feels left out, feels threatened, feels humiliated in some way. And that will be the one that will be, from fear usually comes anger. And then what do you do with that anger? That's up for grabs. It will be human nature. It won't be the rise of AI, it won't be the machines, it will be the human nature and how we will relate to it. And we've seen this before, and those, especially fear, is one of the ones that's very powerful. It's, out of all the human emotions, the most powerful one. And those ones that will manage to understand, harness, and do something with the human fear will be the ones who will probably shift how we function as human beings, as how the economies function, how the societies function.